was a challenging beginning, as we've all experienced. We've had a chance to maybe talk about it a few times throughout the year, but we did have a number of injuries to key players this year, and not just key players, what they do on the court, but their leadership. And so not having them out there really did impact our team, impact our ability to be successful. Certainly wasn't planning on starting 4-12 when we put the schedule together. We expect it to be challenging, and we have a number of top 60 teams that we played. We wanted to be challenged. Had we been healthy, probably a little bit different start, a little bit different end of the year RPI and seeding in the tournament, but we really learned to persevere. And although I wouldn't have maybe asked for that before the season, I believe that 4-12 start really helped make us into the team that we ended up being, a team that persevered, a team that played hard, a team that just wouldn't give up at the end of matches, and that's a great thing to have in a team.
Okay. You won the OVC title, the first one for Belmont since joining the league. How does that make you feel as a coach, and having that, I guess, target on your back going into next year because you don't lose any seniors?
Right. Well, it was exciting this year to win that first title. Just happy for our girls. That's one of the things we shared with them in the locker room after we won, is that no matter what happens, the rest of the year or the rest of their career, they'll always be able to say they were the first team to win an OVC championship. And that's something that just as a competitor, as a coach, we wanted to have happen, not at the expense of one of our other teams. We would have loved cross country or soccer or someone to get that done before us, but if it was still available, then we certainly hoped we would have that opportunity to go and to be successful. And really just so impressed with our kids that they were able to get that done in our first year in the league, just in a league that ball control is a much higher level than the conference we left. That really caused us to have to learn to adjust our style of play maybe a little bit. We were used to, in our previous conference, getting a lot of short points that we'd serve and we'd get more aces, or we'd get the team so out of system that it was very easy to score right back. And we had quite a few rallies that were a lot longer this year. That's just the nature of the conference. There are a number of teams that defend at a very high level. So it's great for our team to win it, and we do know next year that we will have a target on our back. We're very clear. If you win a conference title with no seniors, then they're coming for you the next year, and that's not a bad thing. I would always rather be at the front and people chasing us and knowing that we're going to get their best shot every night. In the end, that just makes us better.
Talk a little bit about playing the guarantee game with the OVC has with Louisville, then getting them in the NCAA tournament.
Right.
Probably has not happened before. Then talk a little bit about Pembroke as your fan base and how they showed up in full support in Louisville for the tournament match.
Yeah, the OVC, the guarantee match we have, the OVC Challenge, where the OVC winner always plays Louisville. I think it's a great thing. I'm so happy to be in a conference that has something like that is set up, because you get to play a team that's usually much more athletic than you are, and a team that is very similar to what you would see in the NCAA tournament. So it's great preparation, and hopefully it's something we'll be able to do again to prepare us for NCAA play. We expected to see a team that was similar. We didn't expect to see a team that was identical. That was unusual to have that happen. We're sitting there watching the selection show, have the name come up. It was, I'm sure Jenna Coleman was thrilled. She's from Louisville. We got to go back and see her folks again. But it was just very surprising for the team to just maybe how they responded to that. Okay, is that a good thing? Is that a bad thing? It was just kind of an interesting moment. I think it ended up being a good thing, because our team had a great deal of confidence. We lost the first time we played them in 3, but 2 of the sets were very close. And so our team really felt like we could compete with a team at that level. And so going back again, our team went in with a great deal of confidence. I think competed hard, got a set off of them this next time. Probably could have served a little better, but other than that, I really don't have any regrets from that match. Our team played incredibly hard, just really overcame a lot of the maybe physical differences between our team with the level of play, with the intensity, with the ball control. So really proud of our team for that. As far as our fans, I did Pembroke guys. I have a little your shirt on there supporting you guys today. Just really, they supported us all year long. Just what a great opportunity to have a group of people that you always know will be there. And they're at every single match supporting us loudly, creatively, and are just a great part of our home environment. And so I was so thrilled that they were able to come, and that our school was able to put together a fan bus where they supported those guys going, and just made for a great night. All those guys were there. We had a number of Louisville fans ask us, well, how did those guys were great, man. I wish we had that. It's something that not every school has, and I think sometimes if we're not careful, we can maybe take it for granted because we've had it in place for a number of years, but every year they do great things for us, and this year was no exception.
Thoughts going into the off season, and just your hope, well, not necessarily hopes, but your goals for next year?
Sure. Well, I won't share specific goals because we keep those kind of close to the vest for now, but we've talked a little bit with our captains about some of our goals for next year. They're big goals. They're goals that are surprisingly big and shockingly big, and we believe we can. And I think what's exciting about this team is it has all the intangibles. It has the work ethic, it has the ball control, it has the defense, and I think we can be a lot more physical next year. That's our goal in the spring, just physically to get stronger, to get more athletic, to jump higher. We know that the way we played, we can play with teams that are much bigger, stronger than we are, but we know if we want to actually beat them, and not just play with them, but to beat them, and to go even further next year, we have to get more athletic. Our team knows it, they own it, they understand it, they've put that in their goals already for this spring. They're already meeting with our strength coach to put together plans for the spring, how to do that, and we're just excited about what can be if they all really buy in to the work that needs to happen, not just starting in August for the season, but between now and August to be prepared for next season. The next season can truly be a special one.